Why are we losing our youth? That is a question we have to ask ourselves now, before it is too late. We are faced with a crisis that concerns our children in today's day and age of disconnection, broken families, and a fast-paced lifestyle that can leave many kids behind without a system in place to help them. Distractions are everywhere and come in many forms. For the kids that come from broken homes, the interaction between the parents may be strained or even non-existent, where communication has totally broken down. When communication fails, both the parents and the kids lack support within the family unit, creating more of a void. Sometimes the situation is made harder when only one parent is left with the responsibility to raise the kids, and the problem is only compounded if neither parent is around, for whatever reason that may be. In a better scenario, where there are two parents in the household, sometimes the parents will find it difficult to help their kids with their homework. To add insult to injury, what happens when there is nowhere to turn because the community and even the churches don't have programs in place to help due to lack of funding, manpower, or just don't have the programs available? There are too many questions. What do we do next? HAT is the solution. Are there enough educational programs in place to fill the needs of the increasing number of youths in our communities? There is an urgent need to have more educational programs and positive intervention to prevent the youth from making bad choices. We need programs to build self-esteem, to empower and encourage the youth, keeping them out of gangs, off of drugs, and to educate them from getting pregnant too young. Good administrative programs, legal counseling, and even political support at every level are very important in order to allocate programs and needed funding, where it is absolutely imperative while building the infrastructure within our communities. HAT is the solution that builds a strong foundation to grow from. It is also essential to acknowledge and recognize that our youth are assets in communities by building on their capacities so that they make better choices. The well-planned programs under HAT will give our youth the stability, knowledge, and know-how to, or skills, necessary for them to succeed. HAT provides a strong foundation for everyone to grow up with a value system that will carry them through life. Another requirement of the youth is to keep them busy mentally, physically, and spiritually. If they sit idle or have too much time on their hands, they tend to lose motivation or they look for trouble. The youth need access to health care, counseling if needed, and Bible study. HAT is the solution. Where do I belong? Christian-based principles are of the essence for our youth to grow up with a healthy body, mind, and spirit. Many of our churches don't offer programs to engage the youth, so they go to a different church. Or worse yet, they don't go to church at all, putting them in peril of not knowing God. The youth need to be encouraged to go to church so they can learn more about the spiritual life. By creating a common interest, HAT develops fellowship amongst church members and invites newcomers continually to pray together, to worship together, attend Bible study, and even eat together. HAT is the solution, giving hope, life, and eternity by bringing as many people as possible closer to God. No one should ever feel alone. How can we fix this? HAT's philosophy never changes. The answer is to bring hope, life, and eternity to everyone. Statistics don't lie. According to www.statisticbrain.com, for example, total number of high school dropouts annually number 3,030,000. The percent of students in the largest 50 U.S. cities that graduate high school is only 59%. The percent of U.S. crimes that are committed by a high school dropout is 75%. The percent of black dropouts that have spent time in prison has reached 60%. Foreign-born youth is at 20%. The percent of U.S. jobs a high school dropout is not eligible for is a staggering 90%. And the percentage of foreign dropouts that were due to pregnancy is as high as 41%. These percentages are not acceptable. Something needs to be done to turn things around for the youth so that they can make the decision makers in their lives now and for their futures. HAT is the solution. Kids' letters to parents. We as young men, young women, teenagers, and children feel unvalued in our community. We are looked at as the next in line to make mistakes, blamed by those who claim to love us based upon statistics, especially by the church. If we don't have a support system at home, the churches need to be the places of refuge where we can go when things get tough and we have no one to talk to. We want to be heard. HAT introduces the SEE program. SEE, the Student Entrepreneur Academy, is a groundbreaking program that takes children from the beginning of the elementary process to the start of launching a real business or social movement to benefit the community as a whole. By the end of the class, students will own and operate fully formed and functioning businesses, which may be carried after their graduation from the program. SEE was developed to teach students early how to create a job, not just take a job. SEE aims to build on their capacities so that they have better choices in their future. HAT is the solution. HAT does not give handouts. It is the big picture that shows a way out. HAT is the solution to lift up our youth.